Hi, my name is Jock Howson and I'm an English language coach from 4c.com. My job is not to teach you better English. My job is to train you how to learn English better. Many students feel frustrated, even angry, because even though they have been working hard for a long time, they can't see any improvement in their English. They just don't feel that their ability to use English is improving. And they don't feel that their plan to use English to build a better career is actually working out for them. It's just costing money and costing time. If this is you, if you have been learning English for a while, but don't feel that you're making progress, then I can show you how to change the way you work with English, change the way you practice English, and change the way you think about English. AEA, Advanced English Acquisition, is a new approach to learning English. It is designed to shake you up and change everything about how you learn English. And in fact, it is designed to help you to get better at English by studying less. Studying less and playing more. Playing with English is much more fun and much more effective. Here's a short video to explain a bit more about what AEA can do for you.
Welcome to AEA, Advanced English Acquisition. And here we're going to have a look at the 5 English skills. The first of these, of course, is speaking. This is one of the output skills. The great thing about speaking is you control what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. But AEA helps you to say it better. We focus on voice. We focus on helping you to manage your English voice so that when you're speaking in English, you're always speaking clearly and fluently so that everyone can understand you. The next skill, another output skill, is of course writing. The great thing about writing is you control what you write, you can check it and correct it as you go, and you control the words you use. The only problem with writing is it is actually the most difficult skill from a technical point of view, because of course you have to get the grammar right. When you're speaking, it helps if you can create sensible sentences, but we don't speak in sentences, we speak in phrases, we speak in groups of words. When you write, you're putting something down and it has to be correct. The grammar and the structure has to be right. AEA helps you to write it better. Now, on the input side, we have reading, of course. And of course, again, with reading, you control what you read and how fast you read it. And you can check anything at any time. You can look up any word you can't understand. With AEA, though, we will help you to read more. For AEA, reading is incredibly important. Reading helps you with your vocabulary, it helps you to understand sentence structures, and it helps you to understand the way we use words and phrases in English. And if you can read something and read it out loud, that helps you to improve your English voice. And more importantly, it helps you to move your reading vocabulary to your speaking vocabulary. AEA uses reading a lot to help you to improve all aspects of your use of English. And then the fourth one is, of course, listening. Listening, in our view, is the most difficult of the 4 skills that we've talked about. because listening is out of your control. You don't control the speed, the words, the idioms, the accent, or the distractions all around you. And you usually can't press repeat, and you often don't have the time to process the input. That's why we regard listening as the most difficult. But AEA helps you to listen closely. Listen closely is a phrase in English which means pay a great deal of attention to this. It's important. And we can help you to do that with all of English. So those are the 4 skills that you're probably very familiar with. But now we need to think about the 5th English skill. Now, wherever you have input and, of course, output, as we've just discussed, then somewhere in the middle you have a unit which does the processing. And that is, of course, the human brain, your brain. So the 5th English skill, the most important English skill, is thinking. Thinking in English does take practice, but it frees you from the hard work of having to translate everything, coming in and going out. So AEA helps you to learn how to think in English. Now, in my introductory video, I said, we like you to work less and play more. So let's have some fun with English. Each of our videos ends with a bit of a challenge. So here's a simple AEA challenge to kick things off. First of all, go online or find a book or a magazine. Somewhere, find an article in English about money, any aspect of money. Read the article. Then, challenge 2, think about what the article means to you. Do you agree with the article? How does the article affect you? How does it affect the way you think about money, or your money in particular? Then write down what you think about the article. Write down what the article has made you think about. Then, without reading your notes, without reading what you've written down, record yourself speaking about the article. So you read the article, you think about it, you write it down, and that helps you to order your thoughts, to put your thoughts about money in a particular kind of order. And then you remember what you've written. You don't read it, but you remember it and record yourself speaking about the article. And then the 5th part of the challenge is later, wait for half an hour or an hour, go and get yourself a coffee, come back and listen to yourself speaking about the article. And then ask yourself this question. What do I need to change to make what I just listened to better? How can I improve the process to improve what I have just listened to? So there's the reading, the thinking, the writing, the talking, and then there's the listening. How can you make it all better? And that's what AEA can do for you. AEA changes the way you work, changes the way you think about English, helps you to think in English, and that helps you to improve all of your English skills. To find out more about AEA, just go to our website, www.4c.com. I'll come back to you with more challenges in a future video. Bye bye.